Why the fuck does the lighting go down every single time I make a video? Whatever. Hey, it's me, and I'm just here to tell you about bisexuality. If you're watching this video, you're probably wondering, what the fuck is bisexuality? It's a very simple concept. And it's not as hard as it seems. It just means that you'd either date a man or you date a woman. And I know the number one question people ask is, so does that mean you'd have a threesome? And I'll just say this in the calmest way possible. That does not mean it. Some can. Some can do threesomes, some can be poly, but guess what? There are things called monogamous relationships. And not only straight people have them, not only gay people, you could see whoever you want. Some people who are bisexual are monogamous. They don't go around throwing their cat and or their sausage or whatever they have at anybody they can. They just go, okay, I saw one person, this person's cute. It's very simple. It does not mean they'd have a threesome. It means complete monogamy. I know you're thinking, wait, how can you like both bisexualities and be monogamous? It's simple. You go up to a lady, you're like, hey, you're pretty cute. Oh, thank you. Want to go on a date? Sure. And you date. You might get married someday. Oh, wow. You could also meet a man. Hey, you're pretty hot. Oh, thanks. Want to go on a date? Sure. You go on a date. Might get married someday, might not, because, you know, bisexuals aren't this, like, fantasy unicorn creature. They're legitimately just, oh, hey, it's like a straight person, but not homophobic, because they will fuck another gender and not have a problem with it. And, or, it could be just like, oh, guess what? Sometimes the gender binary doesn't exist. It's just, in the most simple terms possible, a bisexual is someone who can just look at someone and go, oh, yeah, they're attractive, and I'll date them. No matter what race they are. If you're a girl and you're wondering, well, how can a guy like another guy? That's gross. Well, isn't it gross for a woman to like a guy if it's on the same stand? Why would you shun another guy for liking a guy if you... No, like, how do women hate gay people if it's like, oh my god, how dare you like men? Because, bitch, the same reason women, some fucking reason, like men. Or it's like, guys are homophobic to other dudes. And it's like, how about the simple concept of you won't want to fuck everything you see? That's the problem with people and their beliefs on homosexuality. They never open it up to realize, hey, gay people aren't perverse, gross creatures. They aren't doing this, they aren't doing that. They are literally like every other human being. The only thing is, they might hold hands with someone different. They might lay next to someone at night, someone different. And I'm not saying different as in every single night. You know, I'm not talking about flings. I'm talking about the person they're with is different than the person you're with. The same goes for everything, like interracial relationships or blah, blah, blah. It could just not be your cup of tea. That doesn't mean it's wrong. Like, you know, some people will shun another person for even like, wow, how are you dating a girl that's plus size? How are you dating a girl who looks like that, etc. That's just not being your cup of tea, and you should mind your business. And you should treat gay people and interracial relationships the same. Very easy concept. Don't be an asshole. Since, sure, you may not be out here like, oh, I want to go kiss a guy and hold his hand and go on a romantic date in a park with him, but if you do, no matter what your gender, well, no male, that's completely fine. Or maybe you get nervous when you see someone. You can look at someone across a coffee shop and go, wow, that person's stunning and gorgeous. Do I have a chance with them? And you... Like, no matter what gender you are or the other person is, you should be able to have that feeling and have crushes just like any other person. I feel like in an ideal world, everything would be so simple. It would just be, because, you know, how do I put it? For bisexuality, they assume that you're going to be sexually attracted to everyone you meet. For lesbians, they assume you'll like every girl you meet. For dudes, they'll say, oh, you want to fuck me, huh? And then they'll get mad if you say you don't. But it's just like, how do I put this? Imagine there's a room full of people. Like, of different types. So, not all supermodels. They're just normal people. You know, like, just in your opinions, in your shoes. You could walk into a room of people, and who knows? Out of all those people, you don't find them attractive. But then you find one who is. Now, imagine them naked, too. It could be a room full of naked-ass people. You aren't attracted to 90% of them, but then just every once in a while, you'll go, oh, that one's attractive. Oh, that one's pretty decent. Oh, okay. You aren't going to be attracted to everyone you like. And the same happens for gay people. Which is why gay people can share a locker room with the same sex and not be perverted or creepy or gross or need to be isolated, shunned, murdered, etc. Because they can simply chill. They know how to. If anything, if they're raised in a society where they're supposed to be hush-hush about it, or else they'll be shunned, they know how to keep their shit together. Because they'll feel no reason of, oh yeah, I should go out of my way to harass people and make them feel gross. Plus, they have the same bodies, so if you're a dude and you see another dude and you're like, and they're naked, it all depends on if they're your type or not, but that does not mean every single gay man in a locker room is like, oh my god, I'm in heaven. Sometimes it's, or most of the time, it's just like, okay, the only purpose of a locker room is to say hey to my buddies, get changed, go away. Same for trans people. Trans people, they just want to use the fucking bathroom. They just want to take a piss. It's not like they're in there to go, oh my god, I can't wait to get in the stalls, wank it. Oh my god, I'm gonna wank it so hard and watch these girls brush their hair. Like, no. And they go, alright. Well, or at least ideally, in a society where they would not get fucking beat to death, it would be, okay, yeah, I just want to go to the bathroom, maybe brush my own hair, get out. But then because of how reality is, it's like, okay, I hope no one else is in this bathroom, I hope everything's okay, what if someone spots me, what if a teacher tries to make me use a different one, etc, etc. It's fucking terrible. Things like that are just cruel. And the thing is, most of the problems people have with gay people, non-binary people, trans people, whatever the fuck, they can be solved just by realizing it's completely normal. Like, as long as you are grown up to not be an asshole to others, it should be no problem. Like, you could see a trans person, I don't know, working at Starbucks, like, hi, can I take your order? And if you're the type to just be like, oh yeah, 1 coffee, please, you hand them your credit card, take it back, get the fuck out. It's that simple. You don't have to be like, oh my god, you're kind, oh my god, fuck you, blah blah blah, guns against their life, throwing shit across the floor. As long as you're not that type, then I think you're a decent human being. Cool. Like, you know, don't get mad at someone for their existence. Get mad if they fuck up your order, then, or if they spell your name wrong. You can be like silently fuming, but otherwise you have no reason to be out here fucking with people. Also, like, back to what I was saying about gay people as well. People always try to go towards the most perverse options. For bisexuals, it's like, oh, do you have threesomes? No, because it's just the simple concept of, oh, this person will be okay with marrying either a man or a woman, and it's completely normal, because it's like, hey, I can marry who I want. Gender is just a concept. Oh, you're attractive, I'll date you. Oh, this person's attractive, maybe. Oh, they're not attractive, and they're either gender. Oh well, not my type. It's not like we're just out here throwing out fucking cat and or sausage at anybody. It's like, people have standards. It's this thing called not being a horn dog. You know, unless you were raised in a society where mostly men are told that's perfectly okay to be creepy and gross to everyone you're attracted to, which is also a thing I'll have to talk about in another video. Also, for gay people, usually people will say things like, oh my god, how can a man do anal with another man? Oh my god, they liked up their ass, that's gay and disgusting. Like, I mean, you can be straight and enjoy anal too. And I, like, me personally, I think it's gross, but I mean, for gay people, it's like, they do have other options. Some just don't have sex ed, so that's what they do. But most of the time, I've met plenty of gay and or bisexual men who actually clarify, oh, I don't do that. Because if you take basic sex ed, whether you're a man, woman, seeing a man, woman, whatever the fuck, you know that there's plenty of ways to get each other off without having to touch a single butthole. Imagine that. And society really needs sex ed classes for all genders. That way there won't be people being confused on what dental dams are, or oh, how does a girls do it, do they, you know, make it simple. It's really so fucking simple. And also the thing that gets most controversy is teaching this shit to kids. It's very important. Because if you don't teach it to kids, we're gonna have the same problem for another fucking 100 years or thousands of years, because people will not realize, hey, it's not weird, like, it's none of it's weird. We shouldn't even be at the point of society where it's like, oh, we have to be different, like, OMG, LGBT, the straights. We don't need to be put in a box. It could just be a society of like, oh, hey, people will just go up to whoever they want. You could be a bisexual girl going up to anybody you want and being like, oh, hey, you're attractive, would you like to date? And instead of saying, oh, ew, new, gross, or getting beaten to the ground, threatened, etc., they could be like, oh, sorry, I'm not interested. And it could be like any other time you get asked out or ask someone out. Or, you know, a dude can confess his feelings for another dude. And that could be completely fine. Instead of worrying about harassments, threats, etc., it could just be like worried about, oh my god, I'm so nervous. Oh, he doesn't like me. Oh, just putting it in a healthy way. Because if you put someone in a situation where the way they identify as is not accepted and they should be shunned no matter what, even for the smallest of things, then they're never gonna be truly happy. Even if you're completely straight, you've heard the whole, oh my god, that's so gay thing. You could be gay for, like, sitting too close to your friend, or holding hands or some shit. Like, basic fucking intimacy. Like, oh, if you cry, you're gay. If you hug someone, you're gay. Oh, you like flowers, you're gay. You like taking your girlfriend on romantic lit dates? That's gay. I eventually just think, no, you don't even know what being gay is, number one. You just use it as an insult, because that's what you've always been told was an insult, and it's not. And two, that's just internalized misogyny. And what that is basically just society telling you that anything that resembles femininity that you do as a male, or even sometimes as a girl, women shun women all the time, is seen as wrong. Which, in another video I'll talk about, is why society tends to secretly fucking hate women. And I know you hate it when I say, oh, people hate women. They do! Do you think that people like Nicki Minaj would be shunned either way? No, because if a woman could do whatever she wants with her body, her choices, her words, the way she presents herself, the way she looks and talks, and not get shunned or called a whore or ugly or stupid, random, etc., the world would be a better place. The world is not a better place. But as I was saying, you gotta teach this shit to your kids or else we're all gonna be fucking doomed. And the worst thing that I could picture happening is another goddamn generation or 5 of people out here killing people for their sexuality or attacking others, and it would not be cool. For obvious reasons. The same reason you wouldn't go up and attack someone for being in a happy relationship with their girlfriend and their boyfriend. Yeah, so no matter what gender it is. Simple shit. Don't attack people. Don't bash people. And life will go so much smoother. Very simple concept. People don't get it. And you gotta teach this to your kids. Because gender binary is also dumb. If dudes were out here wearing skirts at a hell young age, it would have never been a problem. Like, think about it. Scotland has a society of men who know what kilts are. It's never been a problem. And some, should I say third world countries? I don't know. Third world countries, people wear, like, those full body robes that people mock and say, ha, they look like dresses, but in their country it's normal. It's like, hey, it's not a dress and it's not inherently feminine, it's just covering my body for my religion, and also, it's hot as fuck. And if I want to wear something breezy that airs out my legs, but keeps me cool and warm and protected from the sun, I can do that. Honestly, like, dudes look hot as fuck. Like, I don't get why society makes anything woman-like seem shitty. Like, if dudes could wear crop tops and they had the abs and shit, did you see how they used to look in the 70s and the 80s? Johnny Depp in that one movie, he was fine as fuck. Oh my god. Also, if men wore skirts, it would have been easy. Because, trust me, you don't have to make a skirt look all flowery and shit. If you wanted to give, like, androgynous skirts, like, I've seen dudes wear skirts, and I didn't think anything of it. It just looked like normal shorts, but then, like, they had room for their legs. Because it's like, oh, cool, they can move around in it. They can spin in it, exercise. Ooh. I don't know if I'm making sense for this section, but basically I'm saying, if we were open to shit like dating or having a crush on any gender, whatever, healthily being able to cry, not seeing another gender as an object and or fucking weird. Just a lot of the shit that was ingrained in us is fucked up. It really is. Because simply put, none of it makes a goddamn fucking piece of shit. Like, I could go on for this about hours, but this video is too damn long and it's gonna take forever to fucking upload. So I'll just say this. Gender is a concept. We all could literally respect each other. Whether we have tits, a JJ, a dick, or no body parts at all, like we're Kyle fucking XY or Kendall. We should be able to respect each other no matter what. And also, you know, no special treatment either. 2. Gay people are normal. Lesbians are normal. It's not a fad, it's not a trend. These have been around since fucking forever. There were gay cavemen that fucked each other. There were trans people. All of those things, they existed for ages. Just look up any fucking Greek story ever, you'll find something. Or any Shakespeare. It's just anything. There's just gay hints and everything. If you look closely enough, you'll find it. And 3, stop fucking up your kids. A lot of the shit that is the reason why kids are so fucked up is because you tell them they can't do certain things for their gender. As if it'll make society collapse. Guess what? If your son wants to cry, let him cry. If your girl wants to play sports and dress tomboyish or cut her hair short, whatever. Because guess what? Women are not meant to be sold off and produced to men as sex objects and or romantic interests and or forced brides that are supposed to appeal to your sexuality. And men aren't supposed to be these, like, hard iron things with no emotions, no feelings, and just prone to beat ass. Because guess what? You could do that as any gender. If you, like, honestly. You shouldn't raise your kids to be emotionless and or feel like they are inferior in any way. Simple concept. Only a psychopath would disagree. Seriously. And also, just, I think I've said enough. You probably get it by now. Because society isn't going to collapse if we tell men that they don't have to be manly and strong all the time, because there are strong women. And women aren't going to be, like, if you just one day went, oh, hey, I'm a woman, I don't want to dress for a man, or do all this preemie shit, cool. You could look any single way you want. You could dress avant-garde and have a bald head and no eyebrows and tongue piercings and neck rings and cut off your tits or something. And there will still be someone out there to go, oh, I like her personality. They're very cute. They're my type. And they'll still go for you. So yeah. Oh, hail the collapse of a society. God bless and amen. Peace out. Bye.